Yeah, it's like in Resident Evil 2, the reason why she was wearing wasn't really a dress, but it was like in the original Resident Evil 2, it was like fashionable, something that'd be fashionable to wear to a dinner, maybe. I don't know. And like the reason for that was like the zombie apocalypse hit and caught everybody completely off guard, even though Resident Evil 3 retcons that as being, it wasn't just. By the time Resident Evil 2 happened, it had been around for a while, but, that's besides the point. But now she just turned up in a dress and high heels, and it's even more impractical, and it's just crazy. It's just crazy. Female intruder. There seems to be a female intruder among us. We believe she's connected with Sarah. We also believe she was the one who removed the egg and injected into Sarah before it hatched. She may have had him retrieve the sample before the American agent's arrival. It's obvious that her objective is the sample. We must get to her before she's able to re-establish contact with Sarah. There's also reason to believe that she's working for somebody. We need her alive for interrogation. The female should be able to answer all of our questions. After we've captured her, Sarah will no longer be of any concern. As long as we have the sample, you may dispose of him as you see fit. A lot of that felt confusing.
Welcome.
Tell me you got some good stuff for me.
What are you selling?
Always selling TMP ammo.
Thank you.
I'm gonna keep saying that as long as I have TMP ammo.
Is that all? Thank you.
Sell you.
Thank you.
I was like, oh hey, yeah,
What are you buying?
that cupboard you were stood next to had this treasure. I'm gonna sell it to you.
What are you
I hope it wasn't yours. Yeah, now we can upgrade the riot gun. Anything else? No.
Come back anytime.
Alright, let's continue. Bum 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 bum. Just in case. Yeah, it's not like this is a classic Resident Evil where saves count against your final rank. So this room is weird. It's like you read this, a dessert to cherish our remaining years. And then there's this here, bread begins the meal of life. Meat to savour the time at hand. It seems like a classic Resident Evil puzzle in the style of... what's this one? One last drink and the bottle breaks. Return us to the dust from whence we came. Seems like a classic Resident Evil puzzle in the style of that one puzzle from the original game, where you had to press buttons under portraits from youngest to oldest. So it seems like you'd have to like hit them in the right order. But you don't. You just have to try it again. Shoot the wine bottle. Which begs the question, what the hell was the point of all that? And I've seen people like shoot all the various bits of it and then shoot the wine bottle last because they thought that's what you had to do. And it's not, and it's really weird. Like, was it a puzzle idea that was just scrapped and all the stuff for it was left in? Well, I'm out of here. Come on. Uh-oh. Feel like I'm probably gonna go down here. Excuse me. Oh, I got lucky there. Oh. Come on. Well, I can get out now at least. The good news is it's actually really easy to keep the Garrador, the claw man there, inside the cage. It's like he has a difficult time getting out. It's not his fault, he's blind. And of course, these geniuses just can't figure out that this door isn't going to open for them. Don't stand close to that, because like, even through that, the range is probably long enough to kill you. I'm going to go this way, just to make me feel safer. Yeah, just shoot him through the bars. It's really not difficult to make it so that he'll never find his way out. See, the Zealots understand that the doors are the way out, but they don't understand when a door is, like, bolted shut. Like, as far as they're concerned, they should just be able to move through this. Ah, damn it. Oh, so the music will start when there's two of them, but if... Oh, no. Oh, wait. Yeah, I'm guessing the music just didn't care for that one guy. Starts up for this guy, doesn't start up for the first guy who came in. Oh, no, there is another one. The music being really weird. Alright, they're just gonna keep coming, I'm gonna go. I remember the first time I did this, I went in there and... Like that. I went in there and I went straight for the treasure chest and the thing dropped on me. And to be fair, I was like, yeah, good trap, you caught me. That's my fault. Every other time, being completely aware of it, it doesn't matter if you go for the treasure chest or not. It's just gonna drop on you. Which is a little disappointing. Yep, I'm over here, geniuses. Come and get me. Said come and get me. Damn it, Jerry, die. Oh god, these things. These are like a new kind of Plagus. Headbursters. These ones will die from a flash grenade. However, there's actually two separate life bar kind of thing. It's like there's two separate life bars on it. You kill the host and then it jumps off, and it doesn't matter what you do short of like a rocket launcher. This guy's gonna burst as well, isn't he? Oh no, I guess not. That's nice. Like, short of maybe a rocket launcher or a full-on grenade, maybe. Killing the first guy is always gonna... Like, the spider thing is always gonna jump off his head. Even with a flash grenade. There's like 2 flash grenades. Is there anything else that I missed? Anything in these chairs? No. Right. So we are almost at an hour since we lost Ashley. So we're making reasonable enough time. Damn it. Come on. There we go. Yeah, the spiders aren't anything majorly worrying, but they're just irritating to deal with. Well, if they're still alive, I'll throw another one. Now catch the spider as it jumps off. Oh, I hate those things. Well, at least we got a load of handgun ammo. Hello. Suplex. Nice. I'm happy with that result. That was a good result. Good stuff. Okay, so we take this guy out. That was very silly and I love it. So it's worth coming around here because there's a free rocket launcher. I actually had space for it, which is nice. Like the rocket launcher takes up a lot. And you can sell it for I think 15,000. The merchant sells them for 30, so yeah. It's very it's a very common video game thing. Buy something, sell it for half the price. Nope. Boom. Yeah. In general, I don't think if you can play the game well enough, it's not worth buying a rocket launcher. It's understandable if you want to buy one. They are instant kills on pretty much everything. And there are a couple of bosses that it's probably worth it to use one on. But in general, I don't buy a rocket launcher. Largely because of the way I'm saving money for like the upgrades and stuff. I will be holding on to this rocket launcher though. Let me just save this. Yeah, I'm going to be holding on to this rocket launcher. And we do have something here that will make it easier to hold on to it. The XL.
Thank you.
That's a good upgrade.
Is that all?
If the merchant's selling first aid, I will buy the first aid because it means I'm low on first aid. Okay. So yeah, like the substantial extra, but I think this is the biggest.
Thank you.
The biggest one we can have. Like I say, not overly worth it to buy a rocket launcher, I don't think. But there was a free one. I'm going to hold on to it to make one boss fight later on easier.
Is that all?
If you played this game before, you might think you know which boss fight, but I might surprise you with which boss fight it's actually going to be.
Leon, I got it.
Oh, you finally caught up. Ooh. That was a hard slam.
Now that I have the sample, you serve me no purpose.
Sadler!
My boy Salazar will make sure you follow the same fate.
Okay, why are neither of us attacking the other? It's crazy.
I'm a researcher, hired by Sadler. He found out what I was up to.
Don't talk.
Here. It should suppress growth of the parasite. The sample. Sadler took it. You have to get it back.
What is the sample, though?
Louis! Louis!
Like, that's not me being like, oh, I don't know for the sake of this LP and not spoiling it. No, I do not know what the sample actually is. I think it's possibly a dominant Plagus, but like they go crazy over the whole thing, and it's like the whole objective of everything behind the scenes. Also, those pills are huge. They'll pay for your death, guy I knew for very little time. Yeah. It's become a habit of checking like every Sadler portrait I come across because most of them end up having money behind them. It's like, guys, if you're going to hide all your gold bars behind Sadler portraits, I'm going to keep looking for them. And that was just about an hour, actually. It's like, yeah, no, it'll take us probably around an hour. Yeah, that's about an hour. Alright, with how well my aiming's been going so far for this playthrough, I am not going to mess around with this. With the handgun. I used to be able to do it with the handgun, and I've gotten way more inconsistent with it in recent years. Do not shoot the top one off first. Go from the bottom to the top. Because if you go for the top one first, she'll then crouch down. Like, go top to bottom. She'll crouch down over the bottom one, and it's just more irritating to hit. If you shoot her, she's dead. That's game over. It's good work there, actually. Good work getting out of there. So at this point, like, the best idea you can have is to just leave Ashley as bait. I don't think these guys actually have that much health compared to usual. Maybe it depends. Okay, now she's gonna run over there.
The door's locked. I can't open it.
Oh, these guys are just so unfriendly. Want that guy dead. Okay. Quickly get these guys. Where'd the other crossbow guy go? Oh, there he is. Where is he? Oh, there he is. So, standard thing. If they get out, Ashley... If they get Ashley and get out of the room, game over. Kill this guy. I think they'll keep coming if you don't. Is that the last of them? I think it is. Yeah, she's moved, so it will be.
I got the key. I can get out.
This part's going to be fun. Yep, we're actually playing as Ashley. She can't defend herself, which isn't as much of an issue as you might think. Thankfully, you know, it doesn't become the kind of thing you see in a lot of other games like this, where it'd just be... Yeah. It doesn't become the kind of thing you'd usually see in games like this, where it'd just be a stealth section. Which is nice, because, like, stealth sections are just... Okay. Oh, no, that was not fair. So what you're expected to do is pull this crank to open that. Let me just use that because there is actually a way through here. Which is nice because that guy can't follow us. And we don't have to worry about him. So he's stuck on that side. Grab this one. It takes two to take him down. It's always two. There's never any leeway with that. Okay, apparently this one's going to take three. There's a good thing Ashley's got a heck of an arm on her. I'm gonna say I'm pretty sure he can't open that. But you know, I've been wrong before. So let's not dawdle. And the other one. Or else get out of here. Really irritated that I had to use that herb. Now we'll go this way. And now Ashley has a flashlight. Don't know where she got it from. So yeah, thankfully no stealth section with a character that can't defend themselves, which so many games like this will do, and it is irritating. It usually becomes like the worst part of the game. And I'm trying to think of a good example and I'm not getting any off the top of my head. I know there are examples, I just can't think of any. Thinking of a neat subversion though in Chrono Trigger, where there is the possibility of a stealth section unless you have the character that... Because there's a point in the game where you get captured and they take away all your weapons. But if you have the character that doesn't use weapons, then it's not a stealth section anymore, you just fight. It's great. Final Fantasy VIII had an idea similar to that. Start of disc 2, when you get captured, and they're like, oh no, they've taken away our weapons and there's some sort of anti-magic field. And it takes, like, you have a character who fights with his fists. It takes him, like, an hour to realise that he uses his fists as a weapon. That's like, good work. So I hate sliding block puzzles, but thankfully that one's really easy. It's a very easy shifting pattern to make. That said, like, if you don't figure out the easy way to solve it and you mess it up, at that point that's not fun anymore. I knew there was something in this room. Got turned around for a second there. And the second piece of the Chimera. And then that door opens for some reason, which is weird. Oh, no. Oh, that was nice. It's an interesting thing, actually. If you've ever played this game on easy mode, they have a bunch of weird differences and route changes. One of the differences is, like, these guys attack you here, but there are no knights actually walking around in there, which is interesting. Yeah, like, the one stood here waiting to ambush you will attack you, but there are no knights in there that chase you, which is really interesting. I think in easy mode you never actually encounter the knights that chase you. At some point, if I'm bored enough, I might do an easy mode playthrough just to show off some of the differences. Because I'm probably going to go through, like I say, go long enough, I'll probably do this game again. Butler's memo. Knowing that... is that supposed to be Sir or Senor? It's probably Senor. Ramon Salazar had no family. Lord Sadler must have used his strong faith in the Los Iluminados to his advantage to talk Senor Salazar into undoing the seal of Las Plagas once done by his ancestor. Senor Salazar would never do such a thing unless he was in some way being used unknowingly. I should have sensed the Lord's dirty scheme sooner. I feel I'm partly responsible for all this. I have no idea just what the Lord is planning, but Senor Salazar was just being used. It's too late now, however. Senor Salazar has already taken the Plaga into his body. There is no turning back once the Plaga has turned into an adult in the body. The Plaga parasite will not die unless the host dies. There is no cure. Perhaps Senor Salazar may have been vaguely aware of the Lord's plan all along, but it is hard to tell. Nevertheless, there is nothing I can do about it now. I have served the Salazar family for generations. I am prepared to continue my services until the very end. So we never actually meet the butler. It's entirely possible he died at some point, or he was just made into a standard Ganado zealot. I don't know. Yes. But speaking of, like, easy mode differences and stuff, like, it's not something you see all that often anymore. Largely because, like, the idea of a game mocking you a little bit, because some people take it as some kind of mocking if they change that kind of thing. For playing on easy mode is kind of against the idea the game industry wants to put forward now that everybody can play games. There are very few games that make themselves, like, deliberately difficult without an option to lower the difficulty, because games want to sell games to as many people as possible, and if you make it difficult without a way to change the difficulty, that's appealing to a smaller crowd.
You did good.
I'm sorry if I was...
Oh, don't worry about it. Come on, let's move on.
Yeah.